Winter 1989, not quite 30 years ago. I was sitting home as a young man doing some university homework. There's a knock at the door. One of my best mates, Peter Wesley, had brought his dad's new car around to go for a bit of a drive. That car was one of these, Holden's VN V8 Calais. Holden's VN had been introduced in early 1988 actually as a V6. It was a big change for Holden. The VN was actually a bigger car, it was wider, it was a little bit longer, and it had this aerodynamic styling that the previous VB to VL Commodores of the 1980s didn't have. So it was a pretty big deal at the time. The back seat was much wider, brand new dashboard, obviously the fresh styling. The V6 engine was new, it replaced the inline 6-cylinder that was in the VL, which was actually sourced from Nissan for a couple of years in the 1980s. But the big news for 1989, of course, was the V8 engine option. The previous V8 had been a carburettor, and this car was fuel injected, and it was a pretty good thing back in the day. And today, it's being hoovered up by collectors, and I love them. All right, the Holden V8 was just under 5 litres. It was based very closely on the previous carburettor version. However, for the fuel injected version, it had this lovely cast aluminium bunch of bananas manifold, which actually helped to boost the performance of the engine. From the showroom floor, these engines had 165 kilowatt, which is a good 30 or 40 kilowatts more than the previous carburettor version of the same capacity motor. Lovely V8 rumble out of these things. That's one of the attractions of owning and driving these VNs. Is that lovely throbby V8 note, which enthusiasts really enjoy. There was an optional version with a little bit more horsepower, 180 kilowatts, which was marketed by HSV. That was an option in all the sedans and the wagons. Not many of those were built. The HSV option is relatively rare these days, but look, 180 kilowatts, 165 kilowatts, they've all got that lovely V8 throb. The cylinder head design of these motors was a little bit different to the carburettor version. The middle 2 cylinders on each side in the previous version had the 2 exhaust ports right next to each other, which meant that it got very hot there and popped head gaskets, especially in motorsport, such as at Bathurst. These engines had the exhaust ports separated from each other. It's what's called a symmetrical port, and for performance freaks, these VN heads are actually better for high performance. Holden's fuel-injected V8 was also the foundation for just about everything that HSV did for the next decade. In HSV, it was available in a 180 kilowatt, then 185 kilowatt version, and powered such iconic models as the SV5000, all the way through to when the LS1 was launched in 1999. Being launched in 1988, these are now 31 years old. They've been on H plates in Victoria for the last 5 years. And the most awesome thing about a car this age is actually driving it. So there you go folks, VN Commodore, 30 years old, little piece of Australian history, still an awesome drive, so I'm going to go for one right now. All right, mechanically these things, electric aerial.